feeling we are gonna win. Our bodies make it perfect and your eyes can make me swim. Then again, everything seems new. I can barely hold my tongue, to say the least. I'm into you. And your eyes are saying more than we can talk, and warmer than the bedroom sport. And your thighs, a kiss is from the outside, girl, that's all I need. I'll take you down the other road to breathe in something more. I find
Renee! I just want to give you a little heads up. I'm giving you a shout out today.
Shortly after that moment, I walked into the Student Service Center to show my ambassador leader what I had done. She told me I couldn't make the speech today, so I marched to the president's office to protest.
Hello. I'm doing alright. I'm a little upset, but I was hand chosen to be a student speaker at the Dine with the President. So I wrote an outline. I've been prepping for about 2 weeks now.
Really nice.
Thank you. I was just informed by the head of student services that there is no student speaker. I was going to film the whole thing to show my family. Everyone was very excited. Like, my whole demeanor is shot. So I'm very upset. I want to talk to the president.
So how long have you been here?
Been here a little over a year.
I see. Weren't you wearing shorts last week?
I was, indeed.
Then I told you I thought you were tan. Do you remember that?
I do. I have it on footage. Because this was pushed back almost 2 months.
Yeah.
So I was prepped like 2 months ago. Hello.
Is there something I could help you with?
I was just going to talk to the president to see why the whole layout of the dining with the president has changed.
I would be the person that could give
All
us
right.
some answers. Let us go on down.
Thank you, Linda. It's a pleasure.
Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
After getting the issue resolved, I worked up an appetite, so it was time to eat.
I know you don't want, I love you can't sing. The music was at the start. The rhythm was all I needed to hear. A woman could treat my heart.
How we doing, bro?
After eating my food, it was time, and I was nervous.
No, you'll see random people. If I know their names, I'll write them down. But like when
It's got a heavy metal vibe to it.
Does it?
Have you ever seen heavy metal?
Am I getting paid for this, Tanner?
I can give you a few dollars if you want.
That kind of right there.
There's the kind of stuff I do. I don't have much.
That much, yeah.
I brought it in here one time. Mr. Smith would not let me play for class.
So happy to be back in front of you guys. Every quarter we were typically doing these, what is called Dine with the President, in order for us to give you an update in regards to the different departments, what's going on in your school, to share some good thoughts with you in regards to where you need to go, because obviously all of you are here, your focus is on building your brand, is that correct?
Yes.
Right? So beyond the education process, right, we want to make sure that you're continuing to focus on that bigger picture. At the end of the day, we all have a story, but how we define that story is going to specifically get your brand to evolve at the level that you want it to get to, okay? One of the things that I wanted to share with you today, this message.
Even if you think you are winning the game, keep your eyes on the ball, or you can lose.
So the point that I'm making is, whatever it is that you're doing, you have to make sure you do it with conviction. And this is a reminder to you that it's not just about going to school, it's not just about class, it's just about going to college and getting the credits that you need. It's about building your brand to make sure that you're going to get to where you need to go at the highest level. Whenever you get an opportunity and someone asks you your opinion and something in your voice, step forward. Don't be afraid, okay? Because your voice does matter. So I want to introduce you guys to someone. Tanner, you want to come up?
Great.
So Tanner, right, to my office to campaign about what he really wanted to see as far as the school is concerned. He's very passionate, he has a great attitude, and he's always stepping forward saying, I have an idea, I have an idea. But what I respect about him and his story is that he is willing to step forward and say, hey, let me tell you who I am and let me tell you my story. So I figured I wanted Tanner to share a little bit about himself, share his story, what he's doing. This is an opportunity for you to share very quickly what it is that you're doing while you're going to school. So let's give Tanner a round of applause.
Thank you, everybody. And just to clarify, let your voice be heard, because I was told I can't do the speech today. And I marched all over the campus to make sure I could. So I appreciate everyone who helped me out. Thank you very much. I'd like to start this off with a quote from Malcolm X. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for today. A great education heavily relies on the staff and the professors. Can I use this one if that's possible? Thank you, sir. Transferring schools from California, I used to go to the Art Institute of San Diego. I chased a girl all the way out here, 2,236 miles, and it didn't work out, and I stand today. Renee Columbus, I want to commend her real quick, because I used to call her every single day, ask her questions about housing, job offers, and she used to send me links, give me everything I needed. So I just wanted to shout out Renee real quick. Orientation, I remember the first day I came here in this room in orientation, and at the end of it all, one of the AI representatives asked if anyone had any questions. No one said anything, so I raised my hand, and Mr. President approached me afterwards, and that's basically how we got along. So if I hadn't said anything, I might not be here today. So you made me stand out, so thank you, Mr. President. And like he said, I used to march up to his office almost every other day, sales pitching an idea, letting my voice be heard, not because I wanted to see it happen, just because I thought my fellow peers could use this or that. So I really appreciate it. All the life advice that you've given me. Not only is he our commander-in-chief, but he's our friend, I promise you. He's a great guy with a big heart. At one point, I used to say hello to your assistant. I don't know if she's in here today. Madeline, wherever you are, I love you. She has changed my life. This woman goes through thick and thin to provide the information that I need, and she has never fallen short. Even if she couldn't answer my question, she gave me a date and a time of when she could, or she would leave me a voicemail on my phone. So I commend you. The core of AI is in our professors. All of our professors have passion, experience, and personalities that we can all abide to. Since October of 2015, that's when I started, this school has seen drastic changes, tornadoes, and even blackouts. We stand stronger than ever today, with more of our vanishing clubs resurfacing, and our ambassador group, shout out to the ambassadors real quick, we are a stronghold. And this is a very exciting time to be an AI student. In conclusion, there is much to be done, and I couldn't have asked for a better faculty and staff. Thank you.
Very good job, man. You blew it out of the water. I'm glad that we made you speak.
All right, so the speech went really well. I'm gonna eat this food. Check it out. Wow, you guys, where do I begin? I started off the day wonderfully. Had a big breakfast with a big family. I got to school, I typed out my speech. I went downstairs to talk to Stephanie, who's the head of student services, and she said I wasn't allowed to do the speech. And I was blown away. I was so devastated that all my happiness, all that motivation and momentum that I had was crushed. So I was pissed. I marched up to the president's office. The dean of student services and the dean of career services walked in. The dean of student services took me, and she was like, all right, share your concern with me. Not only has this been pushed back, but I've been prepping for this. I was told I couldn't do the speech. I protested, got to do the speech, and literally the president introduced me himself. That was amazing. So I encourage all of you to let your voice be heard. Today was amazing, you guys. I can't wait to show this footage, honestly. Whatever you decide to do in life, make sure you're the best at it. Thank you.
A little surfing music, baby, a blast from your golden past.
You wanna see you from far, right?
There's no reason to be afraid. No time to be like that. You don't need me and I like that's alright with me. Send it off.
She didn't answer.
Right down to the last phase. There's no reason to be afraid. No